The link between violent videos and crime.
Research is taking place and it will show.
So-called video nasty.
These films not only affect young people,
My mum don't really let me, but I watch them when she's not in.
but I believe they affect dogs as well.
Knowing that children are likely to say,
Caught up in the video nasty, scared.
Wave of moral outrage.
Films without certificates on a list circulated by Scotland Yard.
Horrifying hellos, grotesque greetings, and a handshake that hides a concealed meat cleaver. I'm your host, Richard Asplin, and a wicked welcome to this stomach-churning week-by-week expedition into a forgotten world of carnage, constabulary, and car boot sales, where perverts lurked behind corner shop counters, police and prosecutions swept the British suburbs, and, for a few short years, film fans could be simultaneously delighted and depraved by an unregulated influx of some of the most gore-filled horror movies in history, with nothing and no one there to stop them. Video nasties. Let's wind the clock back nearly half a century.
Wide choice, low rental.
Caught by surprise at the overnight popularity of the home video machine, the 70s and 80s saw politicians, the church, the tabloids, and the film's censorship board left practically powerless as wave after wave and dad's dodgy carrier bag after dad's dodgy carrier bag of VHS cassettes arrived in the UK. Ghastly titles, lurid covers, these provided unclassified, uncut, and usually unwatchable horror titles to movie buffs and, inevitably, unprepared under-fives.
Video nasties, the Home
It seemed
Secretary
Britain
says
might
he
sink
won't change
under the
law
weight
to
of
ban
horrors,
them altogether.
all available with no age limit from your friendly newsagent in the exact same place you'd got your Exchange and Mart and your Toffos. Responding with a delicate combination of crowd-pleasing strategy and knee-jerk overreaching ignorance, the Conservative government snapped into action. Dozens of what now seems randomly selected horror VHS tapes, the criteria being the worst cover art or the most troubling title, listed for an infamous Home Office witch hunt, banned and banished. For a few short years, the industry was in a tangle of tabloid scaremongering. By 1984, of course, we'd all calmed down a bit, put the kettle on, opened the biscuits, let the dog out, and put the panic into perspective. Tapes were edited, tapes certified, tapes cleaned up. We all put our faith in the British Board of Classification to keep our video shops more family-friendly, and we all spent that summer just renting Tootsie, Octopussy, and of course Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom is funny because he's a man, cooking like a woman. Me? I was just an anxious, acne-pocked 12-year-old by the time all this fuss subsided. Too young and timid to have seen any of these 70 or so tapes that other school children and men in pubs have been lustily swapping and sweating over in UK lounges for a decade. While I had been watching Bedknobs and Broomsticks and The Rescuers, this grotesque gallery of things called Ferox and whatever the hell Mondo was simply passed me by. So, in the words of Dr. Emmett Brown, we're going back. Frankly, a bit frightened, so this is me asking for some company. According to Wikipedia, there are over 100 movies from this period whose content was considered so corrupting or immoral that they endured cuts or even wholesale withdrawal. Alphabetically, we have ahead of us titles running from Absurd, Anthropophagus, and Axe.
Not since the Texas Chainsaw Massacre has the screen delivered terror like Axe.
To the zombies of the lake, flesh-eating and Holocaust variety at the end.
His name is Dr. Butcher, M.D., medical deviate. He has perverted the science of medicine for his own maniacal means.
Plenty to keep us all, clinically traumatized. We'll be looking at the production and the cast of the movies, what else might have been out that week competing for the ticket dollar. We'll be delving spoilerifically through the entire plots, kill by kill, shock by shock, and then opening the curtains and exposing the whole effort to daylight and some welcome Febreze. Is the movie good? Corrupting or just comedic? Was it worth banning? Was it worth watching? And of course, helping you to the easiest ways to find it, in store or online. Between these episodes, I'm hoping to introduce you to people who are there at the time on either side of the camera or rental counter and look back at the times, the trends, the panic and the politics. So, whether you're there at the time and fancy a stroll down Amnesia Lane, whether you're a horror buff who likes to have a little bit of background on their next Friday night choice, or if you're looking for some reviews that don't take themselves too seriously, join novelist, comedian, pub quiz host, and the man many are calling Shabby Norman, Roger E. Burke, or indeed the Primarch Kermode, me, Richard Asplin, and let's get the band back together.
Launching soon, wherever you get your podcasts.